As the entire cryptocurrency asset class continues to gain more and more attention, with a bit of energetic brew here and a bit of regulatory inconsistency there, we're on the verge of a new beginning. One that will be pioneered by the future currency of the digital space, which is anticipated to serve as the world's reserve currency. I'm talking about none other than the Ripple coin XRP. And as much of this crowd continues to get excited about the new digital financial system designed atop one of the greatest innovations of the 21st century, which is none other than the blockchain technology, more work is needed to be done with regards to enlightening the ignorant many. Considering blockchain technology is but an evolving space, it's fraught with several complexities. Hence, those who are more exposed to the sphere and underlying technology, which I'd like to call the knowledgeable few, are tasked with the burden of standing as a beam of light, thus being an eye-opener for the rest of the world. We'll be looking at some significant events in the digital space in today's video, particularly XRP. Welcome back to Make Money Online, and if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on post notifications. We also have a completely free Discord group where we share daily signals with a community of like-minded traders and investors, and you'll find a link for that in the video description. And now you can also support us on Patreon. We have several packages you can choose from according to your particular needs, and we have a special offer for our first 100 members, only $9.99 for our VIP Discord channels, where we share much more in-depth analysis and even one-on-one sessions. Be sure to check out the links in the video description and in the pinned comment. With all of these regulatory crackdowns that extend from the world's financial stakeholders towards the crypto community, comes an even greater need for a clear-cut global framework to define this new asset class. And according to the founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, we can emerge from this crisis a better world if we act quickly and jointly. In the latest events surrounding the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit, the entire XRP community called out the former director of the SEC's Division of Corporate Finance, William Hinman, for testimony in court. A move that was triggered due to the SEC's refusal to provide documentation on how the commission had classified Bitcoin and Ethereum, and concerning their unclear classification of XRP. And now Ripple's counsel is asking to subpoena Hinman so he could provide testimony on what the commission thought about XRP long before the filing of the lawsuit, which was initiated during the director's regime, during which John Clayton was the chair. As it seems like these two had some hidden agendas, leading to the charges against the fintech startup and its top two executives back in December 2020. Although the SEC has made several attempts to quash that subpoena, many expert analysts on the case believe that he is most likely to be called to provide his deposition on that, in addition to whatever documentation the SEC would later provide. The bulk of the worry for the SEC lies in the consistency of his statements, as the former director of the financial watchdogs has been seen to have endorsed Bitcoin and Ethereum as currencies. So why not XRP? Does the SEC want us to believe that his previous speech on Ethereum and Bitcoin were just his personal views, not necessarily of the SEC? Where's the lie in that? He and John Clayton mainly took the case up against Ripple and XRP. Then again, this considerable tension placed on the SEC could, however, motivate the financial watchdog to provide its official view on the status of Ethereum once its much-anticipated Ethereum 2.0 version goes live. And I'm guessing that's what the SEC is all about, with the delays. By then, the regulator would sound more coherent with its legal arguments in the SEC versus Ripple case, which could mean that it could bring about a turn of events for Ethereum, just as its new upgrade gets even closer to attaining a standard security status, according to the Howey test and the SEC's past enforcement actions. Following a statement by attorney Jeremy Hogan of the legal briefs from back in the day, in May, the XRP pro bono lawyer had hinted that should the SEC's new chair, Gary Gensler, pull back from the lawsuit and instead concentrate on beefing up the commission's regulatory clarity, that would have gone a long way in saving us all the drama. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. In his words, the attorney further indicated that the case could drag even further. If we go into June with no settlement, then this lawsuit has been adopted and supported by Chairman Gensler for better or worse. If that's the case, I predict no settlement until September at the earliest. Earlier in June, Mr. Hogan had shared his view on what a settlement between the United States SEC and Ripple Labs would look like, while pinpointing the potential damages the various outcomes could bring to the XRP market. And considering the judge's decision to push the discovery date further ahead by 60 days, that changes the time frame of the lawsuit, thus changing Jeremy Hogan's predictions even further along. And by his admission, he had noted that, I go back to my initial idea that no settlement will happen until the close of discovery. Could it settle before then? Yes, I just don't think it's likely. Further on, he added that any settlement is likely to be after at least the close of fact discovery, and that's now early September and even more likely to be after October 16th. Someone might ask, what if both parties don't reach a deal or perhaps a settlement isn't reached? Well, the lawyer goes on to tell us, I believe the two main issues will be decided by Judge Torres at the summary judgment. Keep in mind that all motions must be filed within 30 days of the close of discovery date, and by all indications, that places us further ahead to November 16th. However, the responses to these motions could push any summary judgment to an unknown date into the future. Just as Mr. Hogan claimed in his statement, I don't see the case being decided at summary judgment until early 2022, maybe January. Further on, the attorney had mentioned that a failed settlement from the previous month could see the litigation pushing further towards the third quarter and fourth quarter of 2021. Worst case scenario, we could see this lawsuit dragging on to early January 2022, considering the court has to do away with the discovery of the facts initially. The pro-XRP lawyer further hinted that if the court ruled in favor of XRP, it would have gone against its pronouncement in the Howey test case. Moving on to the XRP price analysis in the future, and if we're to keep our eyes glued to the charts, I'm talking about the 4-hour time frame perspectives, we could see XRP forming quite an exciting formation. This new formation has some similarities with the descending wedge formation we could see with Bitcoin. This seemingly descending wedge formation completes an XRP, which could lead to great volatility for the XRP coin shortly. More so given the right price action if the price of XRP maintains a substantial pace soon, as that could also bring about the target's activation and appointing the targets till they are reached. After that, we could see all the basic levels, the formational structure, and all of those aspects we should consider with XRP in the upcoming times. If we look at the charts, we could easily decipher the structural developments in play. We could see how the XRP to USD pair is now building up a bit of momentum above the ascending trend line, marked in my chart with a dashed black line. Above this trend line, XRP forms a major descending wedge formation with the waves A to C almost already completed. And most recently, at the tail of the wave C trend line, XRP moves right into the given ascending support zone, which is determined by the ascending trend line. I'm confident this would happen much sooner than later, and XRP manages to increase even further. Given this bullish price action in the short term, such movement would lead to completing the descending wedge formation. Not just that, it would bring about the activation of the upside targets. XRP has just recently tested the 20 EMA and is trading at 63 cents, which is a good sign of bullishness as we advance. Considering all of these factors, the upcoming determination now for XRP has developed into a significant structure, one that could see its price moving on to more tremendous highs, with even better and appropriate opportunities. Therefore, it's pertinent that XRP bounces just above the upper boundary of the descending wedge formation, because when that happens, as shown in the chart, and XRP conveniently normalizes above the limit, that would be the setup for the bullish momentum to the upside, and thus, activation of the target zone at 74 cents is marked in this chart in blue. After this milestone is reached, there has to be an elevation and thus an indication of how XRP USD continues further, and if there would be a bullish continuation afterward, or if XRP would initially set up for a pullback. But that's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. If you have any questions or comments, let us know, and remember to join our free Discord group, and also you can now support us on Patreon. Be sure to check out some of our previous videos as well, and we'll see you next time.